NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We'll see the Houston Rockets taking on the Utah Jazz. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Cephalosha. And it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Hornacek. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Now Westbrook. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end. And
here's Harden. John Stockton getting his 3 to go moments ago. Harden with it. The 3 ball connects from three-point range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Stockton kicks to Russell. Here's Malone. Covington with the steal. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
And it's Utah's ball. Stockton outside. Here's Malone. Hornacek. Malone trying to break free. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Hornacek. And Utah again with the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Utah. Harden can't hit. Stolen by Westbrook. Harden with it. Picked up by Malone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The pass to Hornacek. To the wing on the left. Jazz passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stockton gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
For 3, Westbrook. That shot missing. So Utah will take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz for just a minute. He said the key for them will be containing the penetration of Russell Westbrook, one of the strongest and most explosive lead guards ever. Kevin, it will take a team-wide effort.
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound. Stockton passes to Ostertag. Hornacek against Westbrook. With the teardrop, Chandler with the block.
Yeah, this is a guy who's always been able to get off the floor quickly, and Chandler gets all of that shot attempt right there. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Stockton against Cephalosha. And stolen by Cephalosha. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And Covington sends it back. Harden way outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Now, here is Russell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Hornacek for three. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now Westbrook. James Harden missing on the 3. To the inside. Hornacek, no luck.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Now here's Stockton. Outside, Russell. Pass to Ostertag. That shot, no good. Nice D from Chandler. This one for 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Westbrook. 11 points for James Harden.
If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Malone's shot, good.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Stockton against Westbrook. Harden right side. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Second shot opportunity. He kicks it to Cephalosha. Offline with his 3. Utah trailing here. Pass to Hornacek. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Hornacek's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
For 3, Westbrook, and he's good on the 3 ball. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Here's Foster. Shot on the wing. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Isley. It's deflected.
Look at DeMar Carroll get in space and block the shot. Defense at its best.
Rivers surveying the D. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Here's McLemore. Rebound, Utah. Now here's Anderson. Here's Karl. And it's blocked. Gordon against Anderson. Caboclo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Keefe. Here's Isley, guarded by McLemore. The kick out to Anderson. And there's the pass to Karl. Feeds away. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Out to the right wing. Back to Gordon. Down low. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Isley. The layup off target. Houston leading by 4. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Karl. Here's Foster. Pass to Keith. Here's Isley. Jazz passing it around. And it's denied.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Jazz trail by 7. Here's Isley. Anderson outside. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Pass to Isley. Over Rivers. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And the pass to Karl. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Over Isley. Rivers can't get it to go. Rivers against Karl. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Back to Rivers. The 3. Keith grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 5. Pulls up and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. To the middle. Shot by Caboclo. No good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Foster, that's good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Inside, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Isley. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Houston leading by 5. Now Gordon. We've got Foster. Isley is out there with Anderson. Then it's Keith, and it's Karl, and at the 4-man position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Well, the relentless energy with which Russell Westbrook plays, throws his body at the defense and picks up the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, Russell Westbrook is a guy you want to play with because he's going to lay it on the line every night. And you couple that kind of passion with his talent and look out.
Here's Isley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Westbrook drives in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Oh, you love how Westbrook takes off on the drive. A physical guard who welcomes the contact.
The Rockets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Keefe. Now Anderson, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Here's Isley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Rockets leading by 6. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Boy, Westbrook, that balances out that speed and athleticism. That long-range shot is on point.
Here's Isley. He's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Isley. He's covered by Westbrook. Anderson against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Foster. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Westbrook up top. He's got 17. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the craftiness of Russell Westbrook down low. This guy excels at drawing contact close to the basket.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Caboclo. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for McLemore. And it's James Harden in for Gordon. For Houston, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And both free throws good for James Harden. Jazz trail by 11. Stockton passes to Russell. Back to Stockton. The 11-footer. The fader. Westbrook with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Stockton on one end of the pick and roll. Malone on the other. A shot by Stockton, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Houston making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and he sinks the second. Hornacek with it. He's got 10. Pass to Malone. And Malone gets double teamed. Here's Hornacek. That's tipped. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hornacek. Outside for Stockton. Shot clock at 6. And And they get it, and it's blocked.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Jazz call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Jazz trail by 18. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And they pick up 2. Stockton's got 5 points so far. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 20-7 run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. And then on Monday, they'll tip it off a homestand starting with the Milwaukee Bucks. From the stripe, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ostertag pass to Hornacek. Shoots it up. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. On the wing, Cephalosha. The Rockets with another miss. Jazz trail by 16. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Stockton. Off on the layup. Rockets leading by 16. It's deflected. Hornacek with the steal. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Hornacek against Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Jazz trail by 18. Goes up from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hornacek's got 12 in the game. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Harden's shot is good.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Stockton against Rivers. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Houston will take it the other way. It's Harden with... Oh, my goodness!
Wow!
What a play!
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now here's Stockton. 5 points in the game. The Rockets pull it in. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Utah shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. No good on the free throw. Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both Summer League and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
Jazz trail by 21. Stockton left side. Passes to Hornacek. The 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's his first triple of the 2nd period. 3rd of the game.
Harden inside the 3-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the 2nd.
Stockton outside. There's the pass to Malone. Kicks it out to Hornacek. And Utah, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Harden outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Malone with it. Now Covington defending. Russell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
From deep, McLemore. Rebound, Utah. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
A different look for Utah. Keefe is checked in for Ostertag. Anderson comes in for Russell. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton. Green is checked in for Houston. Now, here is Harden. 28 points for him. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Malone.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line. And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Here's Isley. He has 5. Dishes it to Hornacek. Here's Isley from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Keefe's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And the basket by Harden.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Isley. Westbrook with the block. Harden kicks to Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's now 23 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Pass to Keefe. Pass to Anderson. Here's Isley, guarded by Harden. Isley, good. Isley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, nice stroke from downtown. Got it off just before the defense could react. That's his specialty.
Houston moving it around.
Well, over time, Russell Westbrook has worked on perfecting that up fake. He takes pride in getting the defenders off their feet.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. That free throw, no good. Karl, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And really, things were bound to balance out eventually. He'd been money at the line before that trip.
Here's Isley. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot by Isley, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now, here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Harden draws the double. 5 to shoot. Here's McLemore. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Rockets lead by 18.
I'll tell you, that pass shows how in tune Russell Westbrook is with every one of his teammates.
And so it's Houston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
As we've seen, the deceiving quickness of Harden makes him so difficult to guard. He can go from slow to fast in an instant. Can stop on a dime, or he can take you all the way to the rack.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Jazz trail by 18. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. McLemore is out there with Green. And it's Tucker in at the 5. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Hornacek for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Kicks it to Stockton. From downtown, here's Ostertag, and it's blocked. Harden right side. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Jazz trail by 14. Stockton outside. From the top of the key, count the basket. Stockton's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 36. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Hornacek outside. The feed to Malone. Passes it to Ostertag. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Westbrook surveying the D. The pass to Harden. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Hornacek. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Houston making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. And Tavo Cephalosha subbed in for McLemore. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
The first one falls. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And so here is Houston. The lead is 15. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Pull-up jumper. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Utah. Stockton outside. Out to the right wing. And it's Russell in the corner. 5 on the clock. And Utah turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Houston leading by 17. Outside Westbrook. Over Stockton. And it's Westbrook missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Chandler sends it back. Here's Harden. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Harden's got 41. Three-pointers, Stockton. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Utah with the ball. 19-point game. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Stockton's got 10.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Harden draws the double. Down low. Kicks it out to Covington. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Covington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Stockton's shot is off. Houston leading by 19 points. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Hornacek. There's the three. And Utah, another three.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Harden draws the double. Outside, Covington. Back to Harden. Pass to Westbrook. Puts up a three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night. And the Jazz call time here. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Gordon's checked in for James Harden. Gordon against Hornacek. And Gordon over to help. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Hornacek, no doubt, a leader. A knockdown shooter, moves incredibly well without the ball.
And Utah making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Houston leading by 19 points. Outside Westbrook. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, what a transition for Chandler. He comes into the league as a quick, skinny guy. Now plays with power.
Stockton against Westbrook. From the high post. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Houston Rockets.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Stockton. He's got 10. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Stockton's got 13.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Westbrook, no good. Jazz trail by 20. And Stockton, here we go. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha for the Jazz. Karl comes in for Foster. And Isley subbed in for Hornacek. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. They get it back. Anderson. Passes it to Isley. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And Westbrook, here we go, and finished off by Westbrook.
Kev, you seem to understand his teammate when Russell Westbrook is starting to find his rhythm, because these guys consistently get him the rock, and he delivers.
Here's Isley. He's got 8. Stockton outside. And there's the pass to Malone. And here's Karl. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
Westbrook against Stockton. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. A challenging stretch here for Utah. Now Stockton. He's got 13. Rebounded by Covington. From beyond the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His 2nd from distance this half, 5 overall.
And the Jazz call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Keefe is checked in for the Jazz. Houston also making some changes. McLemore has come in for Cephalosha. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Anderson passes to Isley. To stop the run. It doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. Houston moving it around. It's Rivers on the wing. Karl covering. Here's Tucker. Keith grabs the miss. Here's Karl. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Karl's got his second basket of the night. Rivers with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, it's McLemore. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Over Karl. Rebounded by the Jazz. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Isley. Good D by Covington.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's McLemore. And here's Gordon from outside. Some solid defense by Malone. Here is Keith, guarded by McLemore. Keith passes to Isley. Out left to the wing. Rivers against Anderson. Puts up a 3. Karl tips it back in. Karl's got 4 this quarter.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Here's Rivers. In the corner, it's McLemore. Back to Rivers. Now, here's Tucker, guarded closely. Another miss by Houston.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Anderson against Rivers. Anderson passes to Isley. Sinks the triple. Isley's got 11 points.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
1:03 left in the third. Rivers, another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Jazz trail by 21. Out to the wing from past the arc, and again it's the Jazz from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the right side. McLemore inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, what a pretty pass from Austin Rivers. That is an improved aspect to his game.
Here's Isley, defended by Gordon. Anderson outside. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. Poster tags checked in for Karl. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Houston on D. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Back to Tucker. 1 second left, and the basket is good. And so it's the Houston Rockets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Keith is out there with Ostertag. Then it's Isley. Then there's Anderson. And it's Russell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Let's go. They get it back. Ostertag. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And there's the lay-in. Ostertag's got 4 this quarter. Houston leading by 16. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hornacek's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Now here's Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. Keefe against Gordon. From outside the arc. Rockets with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And that one is good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
We're about 2 minutes. Into the fourth quarter in this one. Pulls up on the wing, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Westbrook's got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Isley. Jazz passing it around. There's the double team with Covington. Keefe passes to Russell. Over to the left wing. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Pass to Keefe. Hornacek from long range. They shoot again. Got a piece of it. Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook for the Jazz. Malone's checked in for Keefe, and it's Stockton in for Isley. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Gordon. Jazz trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Now here's Karl, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Jazz with possession here. And here's Stockton. Hornacek outside. Passes it to Malone. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stockton. Westbrook with the block. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Westbrook against Stockton. Hornacek outside. Now the pass to Malone. Now here's Stockton. Karl covering. That's good from Stockton, the assist by Malone. Malone's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Westbrook against Stockton. Harden scanning the floor. Doesn't go that time. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Hornacek. Westbrook with the block. Harden with it. Picked up by Stockton. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots a 3. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Stockton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. From deep three-point range, Utah with the rebound. Russell's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hornacek, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hornacek with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Stockton. And the rejection by Harden. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Jeff Green is checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Cephalosha. Harden against Hornacek. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, sloppy play. A supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers for him now.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the 3 ball is good. 45 points for Russell Westbrook.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Stolen by Gordon. Harden outside, launches it. That shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. Russell with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Russell no luck. Houston leading by 22. Outside Westbrook. Over Stockton. Westbrook no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Stockton, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Stockton's got 15 points in just the second half. Harden against Hornacek. And it's Karl in the corner. Utah with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to Stockton. And DeMarre Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Here's Hornacek, and he converts the layup. Hornacek's got 33 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Harden inside the three-point line. Harden draws the double. Karl kicks to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
Pictured it up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Rivers against Stockton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Now here's Stockton. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his third foul of the game. Stockton outside. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Stockton's got 24 points.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Harden against Hornacek. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Ostertag. Ostertag's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Offensive rebound, Hornacek. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Hornacek's got 4 this quarter.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Hornacek against Harden. The rebound by the Jazz. Hornacek's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Russell, and it's blocked by Gordon. Now Harden. Over Hornacek, and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 51.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Harden with it, picked up by Stockton. Harden against Malone. From deep, and James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 54 points.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Hornacek passes to Ostertag. Malone outside. Fires from 18. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 8th rebound here tonight. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Utah with the ball. Here's Hornacek. Outside Russell. Pass to Malone. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And Stockton is simply one of the best, especially when it comes to finding people on the floor.
Harden against Hornacek. From deep 3-point range, and another 3 for Houston.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is Harden. And the pass to Green. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.